Thank you, everyone, for sharing your Wednesday night with us. It's AfroEconomics Live. I'm JB Bryan, the President and Chief Investment Officer. And tonight, DJ for JB Bryan Financial Group, a registered investment advisory firm and the home of AfroEconomics. We have been progressing and protesting, right? They didn't start this week. It started a long time ago with AfroEconomics. The firm started in 1995. We have been focusing on financial empowerment for our Black community for a long, long time, but not as long as some of you all. And I appreciate everything that we're doing to make this world a better place, because I'm convinced that your financial success is vital to this financial success, and our financial success leads to our family's peace and joy and growth for generations and generations to come. I read a great article today. Now, today we're talking about music and money, but I also want to share, and I got a whole bunch of emails of your favorite, and I am going to call out each one and your favorite and play your favorites, because your favorites were my favorites, and it all like came together. It did. Like the more money, more problems, more money, more problems from Miss Cornegay. She caught me totally off guard that she loved the same song I was like, look at us. So definitely I have a lot more, but I want to talk about this particular article that was in Forbes before we take off and have our ultimate fun, that sometimes major news doesn't cover some of the things that I think are important to us. So I'm going to, bring this to our attention. Yeah. Look at this. This is Forbes magazine, and BET founder calls for $14 trillion in slavery reparations. Go on, Robert Johnson, with your bad self. He said on Monday, it is now time for white America to acknowledge damages resulting from slavery and for the U.S. government to provide reparations in the sum of $14 trillion in dollars in wealth transfer to help prevent the country from splitting into separate and unequal societies. And it should say to continue to split into separate and unequal societies. Brother man, you ain't said nothing but a word. He was interviewed live on CNBC on Monday, and after 6 nights of protests, largely focused on police brutality that has ravaged the country. Look at, this is their quote, their key facts. But I'm just so glad that here, our founder of Black Entertainment Television, who is a billionaire, I believe. Yeah, I think he's among our billionaires. That Mr. Johnson, because he sold his company to Viacom, it's down in here. Yeah, became America's first Black billionaire when he sold BET, Black Entertainment Television, to Viacom in 2001. I know that's right. Entrepreneurship pays off. But he speaks on redirecting ourselves, redirecting us and redirecting society. He's not alone in knowing, and we talk about this often, on decisions made by the government and how they have impacted us financially. I'm so glad that he didn't turn this into a political party issue. This is a societal issue, affirmative action program of all time. He said reparations, the affirmative action program of all time, and added that they were so important because it would demonstrate that white Americans acknowledge damages that are owed for the injustices created by slavery. Now, I look at this so deeply, and this is so real to me, that if you study slavery, you will see that when the during slavery, the slaves were kept in line by intoxicating them. So if you were having, like, if the slave owners wanted to take a break, they would, give the slaves alcohol and drugs and make them tired and, just drunk, and just, they would just, I guess, what people do when they're intoxicated. So now check this out. George Floyd was intoxicated when he allegedly gave a counterfeit $20 to the deli that called 911 and turned him in. And because of his intoxication, now what I'm talking about is the history of what was done to us as slaves, that this is why the reparations are definitely, he is on point. It's probably an underestimate with 14 trillion. But that very habit, because we didn't get off of the ships from Africa, with any of these intoxicants that were given to us and have become a part of the blood, a part of a habit that has to be broken. And that is the part that breaks my heart the most, that every time we're going to have to hear over and over that he was intoxicated. That he was intoxicated. And they're going to go so far as to make sure that they decide what drugs are legal and not legal. So they will say that he had illegal drugs. So they will criminalize the victim because of a behavior that was created that was given to us. And then we have to figure out a way how to break that habit. I was sharing with a Muslim member that we have today that in the Bible, it talks about how when they were going to kill Jesus, they asked him, "Do you want this drink?" They tried to get Jesus drunk upon killing him. They said, "I know we're about to kill you, but you can have this." And he said, no, I want to take the pain. So my challenge for us and everyone that's listening to this at any point in your life, that it is time for us to take the pain. I believe that all of us need to move and remove from our lives any form of intoxication. If you can't do it for God's sake, do it for your sake. That you have to make sure, that is how we have to repay ourselves. We have to break every habit, anything that has been given. I don't care how legal they make any drug, anything that stops us from being able to make rational decisions, it has to be broken. Anything that intoxicates us for George Floyd's sake, we have to make sure that we don't do it. Not just for 8 days and 39 seconds, and turn it into some promotion because for 8 minutes, the police officer sat on his neck, but because of everybody who looks at us. Because then we're going to continue to have generation that's intoxicated. I challenge us to turn it down when it's offered to us. And to say, no, I'd rather take the pain. Because if I'm killed by everything that this world continuously tries to oppress me with, it won't be because I allowed you to weaken me. It won't be because you caught me drunk from your ignorance. Don't allow it. Mr. Anderson said, Trump is not going to go for it. How do you get past Trump? Oh, for the reparations, I don't know, because we couldn't get past Obama either. Obama wouldn't go for it either, so we can't get past Obama. I don't know. I guess Joe We could try to see if Joe, we better ask him before he gets in there though. Hey Joe, since you love us black folks so much, will you make sure that we get our $14 trillion? You know, and you ain't got to give it to me. Matter of fact, you could just give my mama her part, you know? Indeed. But I'm going to tell you, when I ask for what I want, I was, God give me strength. I will not be intoxicated. If they choke me out, I won't be drunk. I won't be on drugs. Let's try hard as we can to not be exactly what they ask for you to be. The radio station interviewed me today and they asked me, like, you know, to motivate the young people that are graduating. And I was like, the best thing, and I told my daughter, your protest has to be that you give 110% to everything that you do with your life. My protest against the oppression that has done everything it could to slow me down, my protest against it is to do the right thing by you and everyone else that ever comes across my path, to never give up, to not give in to bitterness, to make sure that I am on point to the best of my ability, you know, and make no excuses. There's no space for excuses from us. We have to protest ourselves. We have to protest any weakness. We have to protest any laziness. We have to protest. We have to take back this protest because it is quickly becoming someone else's attempt to make themselves feel better. But we have to make sure that we realize what it is that we're asking for. Better schools and a complete education system. That we're asking for a healthcare plan that covers everyone. That we're asking for a reform of the police system. We're asking for the ability to protect our households and our spouses and our lives. So that if the police come in our house and we are not supposed to be there, we can shoot them because they're in my house with a gun trying to shoot me and I haven't done anything wrong. But at this point, you can't even protect yourself. There's a black man in jail right now who shot a police officer because the police broke into his home and killed his girlfriend, thinking that he was someone else. And he is in jail and his girlfriend is dead and he only wounded a police officer and they haven't told him or their family who is the person that killed that woman. And nobody cares. Nobody cares about that man that is in jail for defending his family. We have to. And thank God they were asleep. They weren't drunk. They were clear-minded. And they know exactly what happened in their house. And there were no drugs in their house. Because every time we're giving them an out when I give them an excuse. When I give them this ride open. They released him, Mr. Robinson is saying. I hope so. That makes no sense. Exactly. He was in jail for months, Mr. Robinson, wasn't it? Like this happened months ago. They probably just released him this week. No, and he was not going to get, like, what is his restitution what is it going to be? Because the Floyds, their family will get millions of dollars. The girl who was killed, the girlfriend, the family will get millions of dollars. And they think that we're just supposed to be satisfied with that. Go on. You know, nothing has changed. The laws stay the same. We had police killing black men probably more aggressively when Obama was in the White House. This is sad that we have allowed ourselves to vote for people who do not care about making sure that the system protects us. That is, we have to be very conscious of our vote and smack anybody in the face for the disrespect of saying, I should vote for you because I'm black and you're in a particular political party. You know, but what have you done to reduce the number of black men that are in jail? What have you done to increase the school systems that are voting for you the most? What have you done to enhance those schools? What have you done? Even the states, with all that lotto money that you get, that you say you're going to make our schools better, We're going around buying these lotto tickets, and our schools are not as equipped as the schools that are in other zip codes. Where's the money going? So, we have to, now, Nana, sometimes people's face needs to be smacked. And how you smack them in the face, you smack them in the face with your success. You smack them in the face with your stopping, allowing them to exploit you and take you for granted. Don't. I hear it all the time. My mother said, I don't care what he does, I'm going to vote for him. It doesn't matter to me what he does. So it has to matter to us what he does. But that's because we don't feel like we have any power. And I know that I don't. I do not have any power. I do not. And I accept that. I humbly accept that. But I still feel that it is important for us to voice our opinion. And I, without hesitation, what I say to you, I hope that anybody that listens, if you can do, you might be in more power than me. A whole bunch of people listen. You may be listening. They're going to never let me know. But if it will affect your mind and let you know that you can stand up for yourself and demand that these people in the party that you love, they can protect you. Because I agree with Trump. If you come to my house and you try to burn my house down, I should have the right to use whatever force I want to protect my house. I agree with Trump 100%. And anyone who doesn't think that that man deserves the right to protect his family, they are, in my opinion, wrong. The problem is we don't understand how important that is. We don't understand that he takes for granted the right to protect his family. And he knows you threaten me, I can do what I got to do to protect my family. I'll do whatever I got. I'll get the entire whatever, because that's how much he loves his family. And I love my family the same. And you love your family the same. So stop allowing people to tell you that you don't deserve that same right. I'm not mad at him. And we should stop being mad at him for a basic American liberty. Protect your house. I get it. You're going in trying to break in and burn my house down. I get it. I'm running down in my, I get it. Because they did it to us. They did that to Malcolm X. They did that to Martin Luther King. They bombed their houses. It does happen. But at this point, if they had come out of that house with guns and trying to shoot the people who are trying to bomb and blow up their house, they would have been killed. And they would have said, where's the black man coming out with a gun trying to protect his kids and his wife? And he'd been dead. And they would have convinced us that he did something wrong. And Delicia said, I've been asking for years about the lottery money for the schools. Exactly. I want to see the budget by each school in the district. Exactly. That's not too much to ask. That's not too much to ask. The reason, I remember telling my father, I was like, I want to be a politician. And he was like, what? I said, I want to be a politician. I thank God so much that he took me in another direction, because I'm telling you all, if a lie comes out of my mouth, it has to be from lack of knowledge, not because I'm trying to get you to go a particular way with me. I'm not going to make up a lie. Though I'm speaking my truth to the best of my ability. I am the truth. That's it. It is only mine. But I cannot stand how much we let politicians lie. It is amazing to me. We just let them go. Oh, well, what they meant was, just because you like them. No, they lied to you. And they're not doing what they said they were going to do with your vote. That's your time. That's your vote. That's your future. That's your kids. That's your family. That's our reparations. You vote for somebody and you want to get reparations to your family, because they went after the brother from BET, the billionaire. He says, I believe that we need to have reparations. They said, well, let me go and let me check this out. So then they went and they asked someone else. And they asked this guy, I read this, and they said, let's ask. And they asked this guy from Merck, was like the president of Merck. And let's see where it is in the article. Well, anyway, that brother is a black, the president of Merck, they were saying, is black. And that, oh, here he is. His name is Ken Frazier, the Merck chairman and CEO, who is black, said he is skeptical that a reparation bill would find requisite governmental support. Thank you for your big words, brother. That is ridiculous. Why can't you just say that that would be great? Why do you have to look like you're, this, I don't know. But I mean, seriously, that's a smack. Come on, Nana. Are you telling me that no people should be smacked in the head? Oh my goodness. That he definitely smacked us. So this brother, who's probably worth like 10 times as much as he is, pays 10 times the taxes that he does, both very rich, but you're going to say that you're skeptical, but this brother can say, but we deserve it. You can't even say that. They can always, how they find them. But that's what we have to know. Look, that's what intoxication will do to you. He works for Merck. He's taking all them drugs. Look at this. Said, what did he say? Perception is indeed everything. Yo, Bob Johnson talked about reparations. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Exactly. Merck ain't giving up. That brother ain't giving up nothing. You think he passed away? What day was that? Because this was from Monday. Wouldn't that be something if God like just struck him down for saying that? No, but this was actually, this article came out this week. Like this was Monday. Yeah, what's today? Yeah, June 1st. And then they said on Monday, later Monday morning, this man from Merck, so I hope he's still living for his family's sake, that he says no, that he doesn't think, I mean, he don't even work for the government. Why would you even say that? Why don't you just say, I haven't thought about it. Y'all caught me off guard. I'm not going to be that black dude that sells us down the river. And he just took it. Oh my goodness. Well, let's talk. So, we're talking about money and music. But look, y'all, you didn't think I was going to do that. But I want to call out all of your songs. Because if I had my way, you would stay with me all night. Y'all know who that is. How did I just felt like this one by Donny Hathaway, Ghetto, was like, it's real to us. You like it, Mr. Robinson? It's real. We're talking about music lessons and our money. So many of us definitely don't want to be in the ghetto. So we got to make the right choices. Now this, I feel, is appropriate for where we are, but also about yes. Y'all remember this? We got to show the young people out there now this video. Somebody has helped us. And what I'm saying is that we got to get rid of the self-destructive stuff that's going on in our community. That's how we're going to keep the wealth in there. So self-destruction doesn't say like money in the title of it, but it is music that self-destruction is what breaks down our legacy of wealth. And then this song, Maxwell, just talks about like just bad habits. We got to move past them. We have to move past them, move past the bad habits, move to a better financial life, right? Right? Dr. Williams said, oops, upside the head. I know that. That's a good one. Fun song, because gold digging women don't exist, right? Oh my goodness. For the love of money, Laura, all of my sheets got it everywhere. I'm I'm a, I'm gonna play this one right here. That's for Miss Cornegay. More money, more problems. Oh, what up? I gotta pay um for Miss Sumter. I'm gonna tell her I got it. Oh yeah, I might have taken it down, but I really like that. Remember that one? This one was mine. This, remember, this was mine. I just like that song. My dad used to play it all the time. That's that was some good music back then. And y'all know, if you know what I know, divorce does not pay. The Now this is for Miss Sumter. Next one. Whoa. Y'all know this is like a major mix. That's what this is. I, I don't know how they got in there on your song. This is for Miss Sumter. I want to be rich. Remember that? Yes, by Calloway. Oh, what a fun song. I'm scared to hit this link, Mr. Robinson. What you got? Let me see. Wait, that's funny. I'm gonna play it. Yes, I want some money. Look, I got some. I got some more for y'all. The Oh yes. Look, a stock question came right in the middle of that. Uh-oh. She works hard for the money. Now y'all know that was really good. That was really good. And I should have put it in my pre-selected. But we gotta listen to that a little bit. I hope y'all can hear it like I can hear it. Because I can hear it. But these are songs. I'm gonna put together a playlist so when you go to the YouTube channel, you can get these. So when you just need to just make sure you're happy, go to the AfroEconomics channel and play the money mix. Yes, we do. Y'all brothers work hard too. Y'all don't have a song like this. You don't have a song that says he works hard for the money. Let's see. Look how I was watching some show the other day. I think Donna Summers passed away recently. She beautiful. Remember that? And let me see. Uh how did I not do this one? Sorry, y'all. It's all about the Benjamins. How did I like just forget it? Oh, but I'm gonna play this one. I've got. Can you see James Brown? What's this one? This is Craig. Craig said this one. I had because I remember I was like I've never heard that. James Brown. Y'all hear that? That's James Brown. I got something else for you. I need money. Yeah, it's time for some Chuck Brown. He said, I got money, now I need some love. Uh-oh. I'm mixing it in because he did. We lost him lately. This is from Chuck Thomas. He knew about Chuck Brown. Thanks, Chuck. Y'all were amazing. Oh, uh-oh. Y'all know this one. Thanks, Chuck, for sending that in. Oh, everybody. Everybody wanted this one. I was like, it started with one of Linda Taylor. I think it was on everybody's list. Even uh-oh. Rich Girl, Holla Notes, I'll Be Back. Who else had For the Love of Money? Also, I think this is AC 112. I think I know. This is Miss Three. Y'all have those secret. Uh-oh. Terry Bolden. Terry Cotman Bolden, our member of the month, For the Love of Money. Yes, indeed. Yeah, here's Craig. He did that James Brown one. And Bills, and For the Love of Money. Rich Girls, Holla Notes was Monica and Juanita. I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get you. Rich Girl. Let's do some Rich Girl Holla Notes. Dio. Y'all remember that? Rich girls can't go too far. Ask Amy Cooper in Central Park, huh? She got carried away. Oh, wow. This one is, I gotta go back to my playlist I got for y'all. Yes. You go on the playlist. I don't know if you can see it because sometimes when I change screens, and it starts with Very Strong. And I always thought this was Ray Charles, right? But Kimberly Russell picked him. Someone else picked him too. Miss Hayes picked Money. Got to get my hands on some. Yes. Twyla picked OJ's too. Oh, deal. I love it. Oh, yes. I got something else for y'all. This one. Used to love this. Remember this? Just got paid. Johnny Kemp. It's on there. It's up there for you. Yes, indeed. Oh, Miss Reagan, you picked that too. Just got paid. No romance without finance. Go, Angela. That's right. I love it. Money Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles. Right? I love it. Y'all are so good. What about this? Lil Wayne. Millie. Have y'all ever heard that? Tell me if you've ever heard that before. Millionaire. Now this one takes me back. Paid in full. That's anybody remember that? Uh Cream by Wu Tang. You know what? Mike mentioned that. Mike mentioned that one. And then I forgot to look that up. He said the same thing. That's right. I don't know if I played the More Money, More Problems yet. Used to love this. Like that one, and then this with Mace. What you want? That is amazing how many songs are about money. And mostly men talking to us, ladies. That's funny. You don't see, like, I don't see the one I felt like that this to me was a woman writing a song about money. I'll tell you in a minute. And then what about T.I.? Whatever. Like, Mr. Robinson don't like Lil Wayne. Where is he from? It's like he's from California somewhere. Now, when you hear this, Rick Ross about hustling, I don't associate the word hustling with drugs, but I think that we're supposed to. But how many of you, when you think hustling, do you just think like drugs, that they're selling drugs? Because maybe it's just in my head, but when I hear every day I'm hustling, every day I hustling, I think about myself. I think working. Every day I'm working, I'm hustling. Yes, indeed. That's right. You too. Good. Working, also known as hustling. That's right. Hustle hard. But isn't it amazing that it seems like the men are very comfortable talking about it, singing about it, rapping about it, like, doing things, getting things for us, or for the woman in her life, buying her things, making money, you know, that I think that because women, we're not really socialized to think about, empowerment or financial empowerment. We make some unnecessary mistakes where men think about it a lot, more. So I feel that, the the word speaks about your heart is where your treasures lie. Like our treasure, when you don't have money, your treasure is your time. So if you're putting your time into things that don't create income and don't create wealth, if every day you're just working, then you're not, building anything. And there was a song by um a song by James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud. And I was playing that before some of you probably logged in. But that it is not, if you listen to it, I'm Black and I'm Proud. In the song, he talks about don't just spend your whole life, working for the man. Get your own thing, get your own business. Like he's talking about entrepreneurship. At the same time, Aretha Franklin is bringing out the song RESPECT, respect. She's talking about in that song, respect, that I'm going to give you all my money. All you got to do is be respectful. So think about the difference in the mentality that was being created, you know what I mean, in that same era, in the 60s. But she's talking about all I want you to do is respect me, you know. And he's saying, get your business, get your hustle on, be black, be proud, be strong. You know, it's amazing. We have to think about it now that, the men are more empowered by their music and through their music. And that I think that a lot of the times, you know, the music that we're listening to is messing up the psychology of us as women and moving us away from the reality so that we can prepare accordingly. And it's allowing us to live in this, you know, fictitious world, you know, that's being created. You know, so they're kind of hyping themselves up that I can give you anything I want. And then you want, and then women are believing it, you know what I'm saying? And they can't. They can't. But at least they're putting themselves in the power position. If you're putting yourself in the, you know, I need some help position, you know, then it's taken away from your ability to be empowered. So it would be of no surprise of why we don't, you know, that you can have such a large number of women with higher education, but they don't have any wealth. And you can see men with no higher education and will have more wealth because they don't have the debt that the women are accumulating, unfortunately. So we need to be careful, both of us, because you know that then you have the challenge of the men feeling like they have to, like, you know, buy these things, and if you can't do these things, then you don't, you know, then you're not worthy. And you are, like, because you're not, we shouldn't be just be judged off that, you know. So it's amazing that what music is saying, and a lot of what music we're allowing into our mind, and we need to be careful of that. But I know one thing, that I do not enjoy listening to things that don't empower me. You know, I really don't like that. The what's song, I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Yes. Just open up the door and I'll get it myself. Exactly. That's exactly. I mean, listen to the power in those lyrics. At the same time, what are the what, you know, what are the songs that our female artists are bringing out, you know, during that time? I need love, and then like, what if we had, like, you know what, a woman, you know, a black woman bringing out, you know what I mean, something like talking about, you know, I got this, or I got that, or I'm going after this, or I want to be this, or, you know, that she's something that she wants. Yeah, perception, indeed, Terry, is everything. How we see ourselves is everything. You know, a friend of mine, a white friend of mine, she posted an article that her mother had written, and it was in the, no, it was, I guess, because it's her mother. So her mother must have written this like in the 1950s. So her mother wrote a story for like a magazine, and the title of the story was, of the article that her mother wrote, and she had the article and it was nicely typed and everything, was, a lady must have luggage. So in the article, her mother was in her 20s and she wanted to get a job in Washington, D.C. So her mother was riding with some other girls, and when she went to a hotel to get space, they would not let her stay at any of the hotels because she had allowed the other girls that she was riding with to get her into the cab with them. And she said, well, what about my luggage? And she said, they'll bring it tomorrow. Now, remember, this was a long time ago. So she had the ticket. So she went to the hotel, and no hotel would let her check in. Now, this is a white woman. No hotel would let her check in. So finally, she got to a hotel, and she said, before anything, she said, oh, this is a ticket for my luggage. They're going to bring it in the morning. I just need a room. And then they gave her a room immediately. She was in Washington, D.C. And then, you know, she went, she applied for the job, and she tells in the article about her father had purchased a used typewriter so that she could learn how to type because she wanted to get a job for typing. And I said, like, that is so powerful. Like, and nobody was making comments like really getting what her mother was saying in that article. But I was like, your mother talked about independence. She talked about inequality. She talked about determination. She talked about, so there were so many things that were in that story. And that's the stuff that we need to see, and that's what we need in our community. And that's what our sons and our daughters need to see us write about, not just talk about, write about. Now, her daughter is a writer. That's a friend of mine now, is a writer, or with multiple degrees, and she's independent, like her mother. But just to see that we have to remember that a lot of people had to try very hard to get where they were, and get where they are. I have to try very hard to get where I am, where I want to be. I'm not, you know what I mean, where I feel that I deserve to be. And I know a lot of it is because of, as Ms. Cotman is saying, perception, how people perceive me for things that I have no control over. But I'm going to tell you one thing, determination, when you think about the strong sisters of our past, like, we have, the music does not represent our strength the way it should, and we need, like, yeah, we have like Otis Redding, some nice songs by our brothers, that represent strength. But I challenge us to make sure, all of us, women and men, like, let's make sure that as we choose and as we allow things go into our mind, let's start thinking deeper about our choices, about our music, about our conversations, about what we write, about how we live our lives, because our legacy is going to be so much bigger than the death benefit on your life insurance policy or what's left in your IRA. Your legacy is going to be all that you have, all that you represent, your discipline. Your legacy is very much about what you chose not to do, not only about what you chose to do. Because a lot of times what we choose not to do is more important than what we choose to do. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all are amazing. And exactly, Twila. I just wish some of y'all would feel like, I'm just like, before y'all go, I'm just gonna see if anybody will come on camera with me. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna see. I was gonna sit down. I'm just gonna try out, just so you can say good night. And then I just want to see some of y'all. Like, Angelica, I see your name, but I can't see your face. But I'm just trying this because I just want to see if y'all have any nerve to come on. And it's not about like what you look like. Nobody's perfect, but I just feel that we all, oh, look at that. Laura, look at that little face. He's so beautiful. Miss Beecham. At least look, at least Miss Barnes, you could get your picture up there. So it would be like that. I really appreciate y'all so much. Y'all, look, your pictures have made it, like, have made my day. Somebody should be popping up at their house. Like, well, I'm just glad. Oh, I hear a voice. I hear somebody. Who opened their mic? I love it. Y'all giggling. Hey, did you enjoy our music tonight? Did you?
I'm not prepared.
But did you enjoy the music?
Did I? Oh, man, it was awesome.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I can't believe Mr. Finner is not even coming up. I got like a whole screen full of like just names. I want to make y'all feel good. They could at least, look, Dr. Williams, you could at least open your mic. Look, I'm gonna see if I could like if I unmute Angelica, Andelicia. I'm gonna try to unmute you and see if you could at least do that. All right, y'all.
Hi,
Well,
JB.
oh, how you doing?
Great. How are
Did
you?
you get the depth of my message,
I
Doctor?
did.
You know that I want us to I wanted to bring something happy, because these are some tense times, but at the same time, like know that there's a message in our music, and we could definitely be a little bit more careful on what we bring in. What you think, Ms. White?
Hi, how are you? Everything is
Good.
fine.
You so scared if we could see you, right? We can't see you. That
Right, I'm not camera ready.
I know. Well, you know what? I should have done. I should have done this before and just shout y'all out. So every night, every Wednesday, y'all are like, get yourselves together. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I just want y'all to know that you're very important to me, and I appreciate you. And there is a message in our music, and you are appreciated. Kimberly, did you say something?
No, I was just
Kimberly, I
here.
can't hear you.
Oh, no, I'm just here.
Oh, and I think when I turn the music down, it turns you down. So wait to watch. I'm gonna turn it up without the
Oh,
music.
no, great show. Thank you.
There you go. Oh, thank you. Aren't you sweet? Well, I love y'all, and I will definitely look for members only on Friday morning, and then we also have our Sunday morning. And don't forget that on Father's Day we're having a special Sunday morning. I'm trying to get Miss Beecham to make sure that she comes live, and we have a live music performance too at sunrise on Father's Day to say appreciation to our kings, right? Indeed. And even if you aren't a father, it's still about celebrating the men of Afroeconomics. And we appreciate all that you do. We had a great participation tonight. I appreciate you all. And to all of y'all on social media, I'm sharing it, but you should come on over to this side so make sure you go to AfroEconomics and register so that you can come in on the webinar side. So I appreciate you. Great. This is going to be
Thanks,
like,
JB.
do you know? You're welcome. Think about it, Ms. Beecham. How many copyright infringements I had tonight? Look, YouTube is going to be like, oh my goodness, because every time you play somebody else's song, they get mad at you. But that's all right. They'll get over it, right, Mr. Robinson? Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I appreciate you.